Hey everybody, Tokusa here, and welcome back to another Ultra Impact video. So, this has been requested, and honestly, I've missed a lot of the Climax battles recently, so I haven't really been able to invest into them, unfortunately. But, without further ado, I still want to showcase the unit, Climax Battle All for One. Now, of course, this is not going to be a fully upgraded one. Like I said, I have missed some Climax battles due to just being out. And, you know, some days I just missed him, I ain't gonna lie. Just the way it is. But we're gonna show him in the position he is in right now. Actually, there's a floater with Deku. And, yeah, I think he's gonna perform pretty good because he plays more of a supportive role, which is exactly what you want alongside these three here. So today when we showcase All for One, it's gonna be in a more, you know, supporting cast role. Just kind of like Celebrations Deku helping Nejire, right? For those who have not, this is your first time receiving All for One, just like me, I never was able to beat this before, and now that I am able to do it, yeah, everything's kind of new to me, so I'm going to run through the kit really quickly. Now, I did glance over it, so I am a little bit familiar now with the abilities, but that being said, let's hop right in. Fierce Piercing Claws, cancels all temporary buffs of a single opponent, 600% damage, and decreases defense. That would have been nice for Redestro, so that's good to know going forward. If you were able to collect this character could work for Redestro, right? Your lower defense. Cancels 2 temporary buffs of a single opponent and deals 325% damage to an opponent. Keep in mind, my ability board, I probably should have started here, is only up to board... Okay, that's where I am on the peace route, by the way. So, you know, halfway-ish. Can definitely get a little bit better, like the all stats up and... You know, extra skill damage for allied villains is very nice, but obviously I'm not using them on a villain team today, so that one doesn't really matter. But on the peace route, we have completed board 9. I was able to buy the 2, memory orbs, or, level up board orbs, board A and board B orbs, for our boy All for One here, so this is currently where I have him. So he's not going to be, obviously, at full power, so keep that in mind if you are someone that's had this character for a long time, and you have a much higher, you know, level up, invested All for One. Take my numbers with a grain of salt, and if you're impressed by how he does now, imagine when he is upgraded fully. Kind of like Redestro. Redestro blew my mind for how good he was at just level 90. But yeah, temporary buffs and single damage to 25. Second action skill is Hybrid Quirks. Regenerates HP by 10% for 3 turns if max HP is increased. Increases characters plus Ultra Gauge when speed is increased. I do have a memory that does that, so that's nice. And also increases action skill impact for all allies by 15% for 3 turns when power is increased. So this works really well because I have someone named Celebrations Deku on my team who gives power to the allies every turn, I think, essentially. So that is really, really nice. And his plus Ultra also does it too. The one thing that I am noticing, because this is the very first Climax battle character, is that the cooldown time for this is 6. What in the hell is that? That is so bad. Cooldown time is 6. Now, I know he has a way to lower action skill cooldown time, but that is atrocious. 6 is definitely not what you want. 3 is insane, but 6 is too high. And this is the action skill, or the auto skill that does it. All of this for you. Decreases power of all opponent pro hero characters by 20%. Not too many pro heroes out there right now, but we did just get a new Endeavor, so maybe I can try to run into one of those. And, you know, Hawk's still out there and whatnot, so that's good. And reduces action skill cooldown time of all allies, excluding himself, by 1 every 2 turns up to 3 times. So, I was totally wrong. I thought it was for everybody, so this 6-turn cooldown is just something you're going to have to suffer with. But that's okay, because he's lowering Nejire and Celebration Deku's action skill cooldown time, and that's honestly all that matters to me. And then increases skill impact of all villains by 25%. Won't be showcasing that in this video, but maybe in the next one, so it's my small spoilers. And yeah, there is the EX auto skills. So yeah, just a quick rundown on how his kit works. And before we hop into some fights, probably going to be mainly PvP, by the way. Going to shout out the club again. We have open spots, 6 at the moment. So if you are looking to join a club, 988-07528 is the club ID. Very casual playing, but we would, you know, we all want you to play at least a couple times. You know, every other day. Every day would be preferred. We don't have insane restrictions, but, you know, just playing, do your dailies. That's all we ask. And other than that, yeah, vibe's pretty chill, honestly. We always help each other out and whatnot. It's a good club, so, sorry. If you're looking to join, 07528. Club ID is right there. Maybe I'll link it in the description as well. And we also have a Discord now. In the description, linked on my YouTube channel along with my Instagram. Go check that out. Anyways, that's enough talk. Gonna hop into the very first fight. Probably gonna be PvP, as I said earlier, but if I do decide to throw something towards the end, stay tuned for that. But mainly we'll try to do PvP, even though everything's gonna be completely meta, but we'll see what we can do. So I'll see you all in a second. Alright, PvP. I'm just gonna do one fight. I'm not gonna lie, I did a couple test fights, and All For One does struggle quite a bit in PvP right now. Keep in mind, I am right at the very top of, like, you know, competition-wise, right? I have hit Legends rank my last few seasons, so as it resets, I reset with everybody that's also just, like, you know, the best of the best. So it is kind of hard to give him any sort of, like, shine or spotlight up here, so keep that in mind as you watch this PvP fight, that a lot of you have probably had this All For One for a long time, and probably have them a lot more invested than I do, so you probably can show him off a lot better than I'm able to show him off here. So that is just something to keep in mind, but we will still try to do our best here to get him some spotlight, and hopefully, you know, make him look somewhat good. Now, yeah, another thing too is that they like to target our boy all the time, so unfortunately, he's probably just KO'd right off the bat. Oh, he's able to hold on for one turn. Okay. But that one turn is going to wrap up right here. Oh, no, it's not, because these two are just healing. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. I may have underestimated our boy. He might get a little bit more shine into him, because we do get a dodge there. Now, can we live the counter? I think we should be able to live the counter. Okay, okay, give me a second. Oh, Choco is faster than us? Are you kidding me? Little speed demon. Alright, we're probably going to lose the boy All For One here. But we're going to see the value of what... Oh, he lives, actually. But, I mean, there's still a couple other attacks we have to worry about, so let me not jump the gun here. But the biggest thing I wanted to show off with this character, the dodge, because Nejire provided that. Lower the defense of Kirishima. Not that it matters too much, but still lowering that defense. Look at that, he made it a whole rotation. And the main thing I wanted to show off is right there. Celebrations Deku and Summerfest Nejire both have their action skills up and ready to go. That right there is beautiful. What is not beautiful, though, is... I mean, All For One does have his one action skill back, which is great. I'm happy about that. But that other one is just not available. It should be available here, though? Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking maybe because... Oh, because, yeah, the action skill cooldown time doesn't help himself for some ungodly reason. Now, maybe that'll change as I, you know, get further. Maybe if I invest in him more, I'll see, like, something change in his board, or... I don't know. They should just buff that ability. That ability is trash. Just ain't no other way to put it. 6 turn cooldown is horrible. They gotta do something about that ASAP, because that's brutal. But at least we were still able to see All For One provide that little bit of action skill cooldown time support, which I am actually very happy about. Now Endeavor got KO'd in one hit, which does suck, but why I am okay with that is because I kind of built him, the one I just had there, not to live. He's meant to die and just support the team, like, through the roof. And that's exactly what he's about to do, so I actually can't be too mad about that, but hopefully we can live this turn. Okay, good. Those are both healing turns, which is something I really needed right there. And we're able to dodge here with Nejire plus Ultra. And this just might actually KO Ochako and Deku. It does KO Ochako, so that's really, really nice. And Midoriya is basically on his last stand, so yeah. We are still looking like in a pretty good spot here. Hopefully we can turn him into Meat Lump. Ooh, that would have been beautiful. Nejire still does not have her action skill cooldown times, which is super unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can turn Deku into meat, or just KO him. That'd be way better. Oh, we do just KO him, and we meat lump both Sue and Kirishima, all for one showcase. Are you kidding me? This is a Seiji showcase. Ah, that is music to my ears, essentially. But Kirishima still stands tall, so not the greatest character to have left here. Especially with my Nejire now holding on for absolute dear life. And I just realized my webcam is messed up. Ayo, wake up. Hey, okay, wait. We back. But yeah. Looks like Nejire will not make it here. So we're probably going to lose this fight now. But at least we got to see what All For One can do, right? Oh, yeah. We just lost Seiji. Nah. GG's. This fight's over. But yeah. I think if All For One was to get a buff going, like, down the road... I don't even know why I'm still fighting. Change that action skill cooldown time. I don't understand why that's 6. Or the action skill cooldown time he gives to his allies, change that for himself. Like, that needs to be changed ASAP. That is horrible. That's brutal. So, if they do that, I could definitely see some value in PvP. So we'll go hop into some PvE and see how he can do there, and hopefully he's a little bit better. We get some more spotlight for the boy All For One. Alright, last place I just want to test him out. I guess the second place, but last. Place to test out the boy All For One is just VE Tower Academia Stage SS difficulty. Do I think he's going to be, like, amazing in here as in just terms of the points that he can gather? Probably not, right? Because he doesn't... I'll just go review him super quickly. He doesn't have, like, technicality hits, unfortunately. He does have some debuffing, so there's some status elements in here. And he's got, like, some team-wide buffs, but I don't think it'll matter too much. Cooldown time reset. So, like, he has some niche things that can help, but it's not really going to help you build your VE Tower score. So, in terms of that, he's probably not, like, the greatest ever, but still pretty solid, right? He's got his supportive capabilities, so that's the main thing we want to see here. Try to get some shine for the boy All For One. And, yeah, just go forward from there and see where it goes. See if we can rack up any damage. Now, I do have quite a bit of juice going into him here. Not that there was any attack going on there whatsoever. But Seiji is getting the crit rate buff. Of course, Deku is getting the power buff. So hopefully this action skill cooldown, or action skill here, can hit pretty hard. And I also am running the memory go forward. What? I don't know. The Celebrations memory that just came out, which gives good skill impact damage if there's a UA Class 1A member on the team, which I have Deku, and it gives crit rate to the whole team as well as crit skill impact. So hopefully we can get some pretty good damage out of him. Keep in mind, he's only on board 10, so 55k to me is pretty damn good damage. So I'm pretty happy with that. And Seiji doing Seiji things. You'll love to see that. Throw out some plus ultras. So yeah, right there, that was really good, right? We're able to... Oh, and me love twice. My boy ain't even moving. Got a good attack skill, or action skill attack there, which is really nice to see, of course. And while the other two rebuild up some more crit rate, and my one action skill resets, I will do a plus ultra and see what I can get going here. Now that my crit rate is up again, so hopefully we can get another crit. Hey, I don't know what's up with my webcam. She's just messing up a little bit. Yo, how much damage is that? I don't even know how much damage that was. That was quite a bit of damage, though. Anyways, we got another three action skills ready to load up and fire. So, of course, the other two are doing really good damage. Now 74k damage from All For One. Now, you love to see that. Now, he is getting support from the other two. Keep that in mind. So, those numbers are a little bit amplified, but still. That was really, really nice. I could end with the other two, but I'm going to try my best to end with All For One here. So, outside of top tier and meta PvP, a level 85 board 9 All For One does not quite hold on. But in terms of PvE, yeah, my boy Shannon. He is more than okay up here, so that's really nice to know at least. And this is what I wanted to do beforehand. Hopefully Deku does not KO him here. I'm going to have to take that gamble. Hopefully not. The crit rate should have ran out. He did not finish. Perfect. So we get the All For One win. 35k, no crit. But, yeah. Outside of, like I said, where I'm at currently in PvP. Now, I know a lot of you probably aren't as high as I am in PvP rank. Or maybe you're even higher. So, you know, you can have different thoughts on this character. But, currently where I have him at, no, he can't be really used for PvP. Unfortunately. But he's still pretty good. And PvE, as you can see, he has some value, right? I just think his biggest flaw, by far, just off initial use, obviously he's the very first Climax battle character to come out, so it's hard to like really judge a unit that is that old, because there's so many units back then, like Tokoyami's action skill, like the way the cooldown times work and how he works with his normal attacks, they just don't align, and it's just horrible. Now, it's just something with the units that first came out, right? As time goes on and units get better, they understand that that is an annoyance, so they fix that, but... And there's this is where that All For One kind of just ran into, right? He was the first Climax battle character, and of course the action skill cooldown times for all his 2 action skills aren't going to coincide with everything, as well as newer characters do. But still, I now know that they can buff old characters, as they did with the New World's Heroes Mission characters, so I'm not saying to make All For One the best character in the game, right? I'm just saying that action skill cooldown time has to change ASAP. That's brutal. 6 is horrible. And you can just lower that, or you can make his action skill cooldown, like, you know, lowering action skill cooldown time by 1 for all allies. Also include himself, and that would change the character's, like, flow with everybody immediately. Those are the 2 biggest things that I noticed with him. Or maybe, is it just 1 point? I'm just expanding 2 different ways to how to fix it. But, yeah, that is my biggest fault with All For One. But outside of that, he's got his uses, right? He's got debuffing a defense, he's got health regen plus Ultra Gauge, he gives skill impact to the whole team, and extra skill impact if you're a villain, so he's a good villain supporting unit, right? Who does have some sort of healing and debuffing, and he has some pretty decent damage too. Now, granted, the way I had him built right there in that showcase, he was pretty juiced up, but he can definitely have his usage, so... as time goes by, as I continuously invest into him, I will keep revisiting him and see if he shows up, like, if he has better support than he did here. I don't have a very good villain team, but my brother's account does, so that'll probably be the video tomorrow where I put him beside, I don't know, Dobby and Compress, right? Or Dobby and Sugar Rocky. Sugar Rocky and All For One actually fits pretty good. So I'll probably end up doing that, where we can actually see better shine out of him and his supportive capabilities be better. But, yeah, in this initial showcase, he's got the okay part for me. He's a free character, technically, right? That we can all achieve and all get. I'll try to make more, like, team variants of how to beat him. So that, in case you haven't beat him yet, maybe I can think of something out there that will allow you to beat this character. Or, you know, yeah, get the first clear on him. But, yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry it's only a couple fights, but I was also getting used to the character too, as that was actually my first 2 times using the character. Actually, I tested him in a PvP fight off... Well, no, I recorded it too, but he got demolished, so I didn't include it in this video. But, yeah, today was the first time I've actually used the character in a fight, so, yeah, much to learn. I'll get used to his, like, the way he's built, because obviously I can't change anything around that. I wish I had, like, a Fantasy of Choco or a Compress where I can lower his action skill cooldown times. But, like I said, my brother's account does have those, so maybe I can play around with it and make him more viable. But, anyways, that'll be it for this one. Check out the Discord, check out the Instagram if you're interested in that. Those 2 things. Yeah, if you want to join our club, there is the club ID right here. Da-da-da. Whenever she decides to load, I see that my webcam has completely shut off again, so I do apologize. And yeah, there's the club ID, 988-07528. So if you're interested in joining, go ahead. There is no restrictions. You just can join whenever you want. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one with All Might once again. All Might. All For One. Take care. Tokusa out.